Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tis the Dance Season. And today we are here with Olivia. So, Olivia, could you tell us a little more about yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Olivia Villandry. I just turned 18 years old. I live in Massachusetts. I've been dancing for 15 years. I spent 8 of those years dancing competitively, and now I'm focusing more on the future of my professional career. And so I did stop competing, but now I'm just really training hard in hopes to pursue something in the professional atmosphere.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so I know from your Instagram you're very active in like the pageant scene. So could you tell us a little bit more about that and like how you got into pageants and just how that and dance have both been going for you?
Absolutely. So I actually, over the weekend, I'm not sure when this is going up, but as of right now, over the weekend, I was crowned Miss Fall River's Teen. And that is a huge opportunity. Now I get to go to the state competition, Miss Massachusetts Teen, which is all under the Miss America organization. I started competing in pageants just over a year ago. I haven't been involved for too long, but it was always something that I knew I was super interested in. A mentor of mine, her name is Brooklyn Tolley. She was involved for a very long time. She was a tap dancer. I loved tap dancing. I loved everything she was doing in regards to community service. So I knew at some point it was something that I was going to want to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. And since you've been dancing for so long, what's the one lesson from dance that you think has really helped you in like your recent like pageant accomplishments?
Definitely taking constructive criticism really well. I know any dancer listening can attest to the fact that we take constructive criticism every day, and we have to be able to take it positively and know how to apply it to all styles and everything that we do. And learning that has really helped me in pageants because we have multiple phases of competition and you're going to receive a lot of feedback. And because I've received so much from dance and have been able to translate it into my dance styles, then it just made it that much easier to translate it into every pageant as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And kind of sort of the opposite of that, what do you think is something that you've learned recently from doing pageants that you can apply to dance?
Pageants really helped my confidence. My confidence was something that I was struggling with for a while, like since I couldn't even remember. And once I started competing in pageants just over a year ago, I really noticed a shift in me. And I think it's just from being on stage so much more in different areas, not just dancing on a stage, and then also having the opportunity to speak in front of judges, make connections in the community, and then speak in front of a large audiences as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think definitely confidence is something that like any dancer really struggles with, you know, with like social media and all the things. So that's definitely great to hear that there's like ways to improve it. So kind of adding on to that, what do you think is something that people misunderstand or like a common misconception about either dance or pageants?
With pageants, so like I said, I compete in the Miss America opportunities. So personally, I can't speak for any other pageant system. But for Miss America, I can say that this is definitely not the stereotypical beauty pageant. Um, I'll be honest, that was one of my biggest fears going into pageants was what are the girls going to be like? And I can confidently say that these girls are the nicest girls you'll ever meet. When they say sisterhood, they truly mean it. I've met some of my best friends through pageants, and I would have to say the same thing about dance too. I've met girls that are like sisters to me through dancing as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like definitely people sometimes like get judged the wrong way, especially in like either like pageants or dance. It's definitely important to
Yeah.
understand that like to just like not judge someone based on maybe like how they're like dancing or performing.
Yes.
So also adding on to that, obviously both dance and pageants are very high stress environments. So how do you like keep calm and handle any nerves that you might get like doing either of those activities?
So over the last year, I've really had to find a good balance for myself, know when it's time to rest. And that would be my biggest piece of advice to everyone is you need to know when it's time to rest. I know I'm somebody that just wants to say yes, yes, yes to everything and learning it is okay to say no. Rest is just as important as working hard and finding every opportunity.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now, kind of transitioning into your charity work, because I know that you're also very active in that scene and volunteering. So, could you just tell us more about the recent charity and volunteer work that you have been involved in?
Yes. So the with the Miss America organization, to compete, you have to have what's called a community service initiative, and that's some sort of platform that you're passionate about and you want to advocate for in your community. And mine actually was something that I was involved in way before I even started thinking about pageants. I volunteered at, and I still volunteer at this nonprofit program called the Keeping Pace Dance Program. And they strive to keep the cost of dance classes low and just make dance an accessible art form for every child to take part in. And I was seeing these little girls every week and they just light up and they're telling me things like, Miss Olivia, I did it. And it just really made my heart so happy. And I knew it was something that I wanted to provide for other kids.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so, what kind of impact with that are you hoping to make this year? Because obviously, you're still involved in that.
Yes. So far, before I received my title for this year, I have awarded three children scholarships that they are currently using to further their dance education. So, with this new title, I have made it my goal to award at least five more scholarships to children in the Fall River community.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so, what's been the most like meaningful moment for you throughout all of your work with this organization?
Truly, just all the kids that I teach, they're some of the best things in my life, really. They I don't think they realize it, but it really is the highlight of my week going and teaching dance with them. And the teacher that I assist, Miss Katie, she's been in my life for a really long time and she's just been such a great mentor for me and has really brought out this passion in community service for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for any dancers who are listening that want to get more involved in like the volunteer scene, especially like surrounding dance, what do you think are some simple things that they can do to get involved?
So what I did was at 10 years old, I actually started assisting my first dance classes. I was young, but again, Miss Katie, who I've known for a very long time, she trusted me, thankfully, and I was able to get in there. And I just had so much fun every week helping teach the little kids. Like me feel just, it made me feel more confident knowing that I'm helping younger girls and knowing that I was once a younger girl that was looking up to the big girls. And outside of dance, I would suggest if there is clubs at your school like National Honor Society, get involved. There's so many community service opportunities that come with that, and that's only going to open up so many more doors for you.
Yeah, that's amazing because especially too like I feel like people don't realize but there are like so many opportunities especially for volunteering and community service. You just have to really like look for them.
Yeah, yeah.
And now kind of transitioning to more of like the mindset or like skill set. So how do you stay confident even when things get stressful or overwhelming? Especially because, you know, like you're dancing, going to pageants, volunteering, like how do you sort of like stay calm like through all of this?
Like I said before, it's all about the balance, really. It's still something that I'm working on, but also I'm a really big planner. I like to stay organized. I want to know where I need to be, when, and that really helps me calm down. Like, okay, I'm going to be here at this time, here at that time. Okay, I need to do this by then. And that really helps me calm down a little bit and know, like, I have this under control. It's not too much. Like, I've got this.
Yeah, that's amazing. I feel like definitely like especially for dancers too, like planning is so important because like there's so many competitions, classes, events to keep track of. So that's amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
And kind of adding on to that, do you have a routine or anything that you can share for staying focused, especially during busy seasons, like during like dance competitions, performances, pageants, things like that?
Yeah, just again, stay organized, stay on top of everything. Right now, I am no stranger to a busy schedule. I'm a senior in high school, so I'm going through the whole college application process right now. Thankfully, I have gotten majority of my acceptance letters, but then again, got crowned over the weekend and there's so many commitments that go along with that. So just know when you need to get things done. Don't procrastinate. I know that's not an option for me personally, just with my lifestyle, but I would suggest it to everybody else too. It's so much better than worrying about falling behind and then stressing out over, oh, I didn't do this and now I'm late for this. Like, it's just very helpful to stay on top of everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. And just as we're closing off this episode, are there any myths about pageants or dance that you just want to like clear up for anybody who's listening?
Yeah, definitely. So, one thing that I actually hear, particularly in dance, is the statement, oh, that comes easy to her. Oh, she, that just comes so easy to her. She didn't have to work hard for that. And I just know that's not the case. Every dancer that you see has had a journey, and success is definitely not a linear path. And every dancer out there has their own story and has had to work hard for everything they have. So the next time you do find yourself at a dance show and you're seeing all these dancers up on stage, just know that it there's a backstory behind it. They had to work hard for every single thing and to have the opportunity to be up there on that stage performing for you.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like especially in the convention world, that's a very big thing when you see like all the like the same dancers getting called up every time. But it's important to understand that like if they work just as hard for that, like you can also work as hard and you can also like get to that same position.
Yes.
And also, is there anything that you are excited about, particularly with dance, pageants, or any volunteer work that you might want to share out?
Yes. So my goal also along with the scholarships is to hold a dance clothing and shoes drive. That is something that I did earlier this year and I found a lot of success with it. We were able to donate so many brand new costumes, shoes, leotards, tights, and accessories for kids to feel confident in their dance classes or in on the stage or even off as well, and I just think it's very special and close to my heart, and I really do want to help so many more children in the area that I'm going to be serving as a title holder. And so I look forward to holding another drive just like that. And then also I will have the state competition coming up in about 6 months, so it's going to be time to prep for that and do all the things, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So for any dancers in the Massachusetts area, that's definitely something to get involved in, like dance clothing
Yes.
drive. And as we're closing off this episode, is there just one thing that you want any dancers listening to this to like, get out of this? Because we covered a lot from like dance, pageants, all the things.
Yes, overall, just know that no dream is too big. That's something that another one of my mentors told me a while ago, and it has really stuck with me. If you were to tell me even a year or two ago that I would be sitting in this position that I am now, I wouldn't believe you. So just make sure that you are working to your best abilities at all times and know that if you have a dream, you can absolutely achieve it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And we're now that we're finishing up this episode, is there anywhere that dancers can go to follow your journey as a dancer, pageant queen, follow your volunteer work, things like that?
Yes. So my personal Instagram is at Olivia Villandry with an underscore at the end. And then if you want to follow my journey as Miss Fall Rivers Teen, that's Miss FR Teen.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much again, Olivia, for doing this interview with us so dancers can learn more just about dance, ways to get involved in their community, and all the things.